is going on, my good people? This is your man, Zen. If you watching RC Omega. Salute to all my division agents out there. Long time no talk to. What we got here is a quick recap, but a build. It's a recap from the Kelso manhunt, but I also have a build that I put together while doing that manhunt that was for the Oxpecker. It did not work out for the Oxpecker, but worked out for just about everything else. Yeah. So I got to show you guys this build. It's working out pretty good for me. Check this out. Let's do the recap first, then we'll look at the build.
It certainly is the Kelso outfit. It's the outfit that was in the store. That's what was going on in my head. So is that Kelso? I think that's Kelso. Now this part threw me. I was thrown with this. Okay. That's an intentional murder. And I'm gonna finish you off. Make sure you're out here. Live round, no silencer, in the White House. And I'm gonna put this in his chest. Okay. So what does that tell us? Let's check this out.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Keep your hands where I can see them. Hands up.
Take down your hood.
Take it down. Do it now. Turn around.
Kelso.
It's
What?
you.
What have you done?
She pumped queso in his chest.
Schaefer?
Schaefer?
Where's Faye?
Faye is supposed to be dead, Schaefer. But I have a feeling she's still alive, like Keener was still alive.
Safe.
Faye is probably not dead. Faye's gonna show up with a new exotic chest plate with 15.9 armor, 80 million armor regen, 17 skill tiers, 985,000% critical hit damage, and 259,000 critical hit chance. Well, those are some impressive supportive attributes to the chest plate talent, which is an explosive fog status effect that turns your skin inside out. Ow! What is going on, my good people? This is your man, Zen. You watching RC Omega. Salute to all my division agents out there. We built this originally for the Oxpecker, but I'll be honest with you, I just don't like having to build for a gun, to support a gun. I like my gun to either just be woven in like a nice Christmas sweater. Woven in nicely or supporting the build. I didn't want to dump. I found myself dumping a lot of armor regen, hazard protection, as much armor based gear into this build to try to support the gun. But the problem is the way the talent works on the Oxpecker is you got to dump reds on this bad boy. I didn't mean to put it on, but we got it now. You got to dump reds on this, right? So the more damage that the gun does, it will counter the talent that's reducing the shield damage. My problem is these NPCs in Heroic, well, they putting out a lot of damage. They destroying this shield before I can even, you know what I'm saying, utilize the talent. So I have to really overpower this SMG to make it make sense. And overpowering the SMG, you got to get in close. So meaning that I'm gonna have to get in close with very little armor because I got to go all red. You follow me? Just to support the shield. That's too much. I feel like that's too much work to support the gun. So this bottle of ketchup will definitely be in the cabinet. AKA stash. Where's my Scorpio? Let's put that bad boy back on. I'm going the wrong way. I decided to go with Scorpio. Now the cool thing about this particular build is you are wide open on your weapons. The only weapon that is required is going to be the TDI with a Future Perfect. If you don't know what the TDI is, that's this pistol right here. TDI, and you want to recalibrate, you want to modify a Future Perfect on that bad boy. We will be overcharged in no time. The cool thing about this setup is you often, oh, I forgot I gotta go pick up this thing. Is this where it was? Yes.
Data vault access codes secure.
Hold on.
Head down and get it.
We'll clear out this next area and we'll do our build breakdown. So your TDI's got 22 in the magazine. Your health, because we got so much hazard protection, we got so much blue protection and support in this build, that shield is gonna take a lot of damage. We'll clear out this room and do our build breakdown. What I love about putting a pistol and a TDI on this one, as soon as you pop the shield, your pistol comes out automatically. So what you have to do is have whatever weapon you want in your hand when you drop the shield in your hand already before you pop it. That's basically what I do. You don't have to do it that way, but that's what I do.
I see attack shield.
Vanguard. Overcharge. I'm gonna let this thing build up a little bit. We still got a little bit more left on there. Let's get some more of that. Eat them bullets. Like a kid at the dentist. He just throwing his head back. Get out of my mouth. Get out of my mouth. Eat those bullets. Yum, yum, yum. Say hello to my burn resistance. Oh. Oh, it's a little robot, huh? You're a little robot, huh? Is that what you are? Oh, look at him. It's so cute. Oh. Ah. Oh, God. All right, let's go ahead. We cleared that out pretty good. We did an overcharge on that. I'm good with that. Let's go ahead and check this build out. So, let's start with our stats. We're gonna go down and check out our armor regen. Because in a nutshell, honestly, what you need is we're at 70. You can see right here, armor regen. We're at 70. If you can get it up to 90, beautiful. I think is 90 the max. I think 90 might be the max. I'm not sure. But if you can get your armor regen up as high as you can. If you can get it up to 70, then you'll be able to operate as smooth as I just did. If you can go higher, by all means, right? So the focus is getting the armor regen up high as you can, and as much hazard protection in the build as you can get. You know, you try to get as much hazard protection in there as you can, right? I think I got like maybe 30. Well, originally I started out with like 40, but I may be down to like 20 or something right now. We'll look at it. We'll see. And when I say hazard protection, there's hazard protection that's just like we just looked at, it's 10%, or you can go with hazard protection like in the form of burn resistance, bleed resistant. You know, as much protection as you possibly can. Just stack it in there. Just dump it all up in there, right? Weapons are open. My advice, I mean, I'm gonna go with the Scorpio. You want something that's gonna deal a lot of damage without a lot of red support. So it's gonna do a lot of damage by itself. So you talking shotguns, marksman rifles, AR for precision shooting, headshots, weak points, you know what I mean, robots, whatever it is. And if you're gonna go with the AR, my advice, I would go with the Lexington because these things roll pretty stable. It's not that it doesn't take much to really get it just to crank out the stability just through the roof, right? Like this one it's just nuts, right? There we go. You see what I'm saying? So how do I have mine modified if you want to see that? I got my optimal range up top at 50 right here. Of course, the you know, we're gonna have that pulse from technician. We got right here, we got stability at 40% minus 10 on the optimal range, but again, we got 50 up top. And right here, we just went with a big stupid magazine, right? Precision shooting, again, very stable weapon. Talent is breadbasket, so the weapon itself, the Lexington, is boosting its own damage. So we don't have to focus on the reds. Again, with headshot, weak points, we're letting the hive penetrate that armor using the TDI. TDI is putting out a good amount of damage without a whole lot of support, right? 178K is good, right? Rounds permitted is 310. We got 22 in the magazine. As you saw, this thing would shoot through guys real easy, especially if you shoot them at the same time that the hive is hitting them, right? Your shield health is like 13,000, right? I mean 13 million, excuse me, 13 million, right? Up top, and then you can see your health, shield health 400%, 120 on the active regen, and then the holster regen is at 40%, right? So you're doing a lot of damage. Now, what you don't want to do is just stand out there and not doing anything to everybody else while they just doing damage to you. They're gonna pop your shield, and then you're gonna start taking damage. You do not have an unbreakable. You're using Vanguard this time, right? So the cool thing about that Vanguard talent, right, invincible for a little while, right? So yeah, and the cooldown is only 25 seconds. You're gonna keep popping that shield. It's taking so much damage. I mean, you're gonna be fine, right? You're gonna be able to, you know, this is gonna be good for missions, summit runs, you know, going out there to Kinley College, all of that, right? Let's look at how we put our attributes together, right? So this rolled perfectly with the armor regen, nice and high for me. I recalibrated a hazard protection in the tune of 10% there, and I put bleed resistant at the bottom. Up top, we got total armor at 5%, shotgun damage boost at a smooth 10% for our Badger Tough mask. We got a Gulan chest plate with all 3 attributes. The reason why I wanted to make sure I got all 3 of those attributes is because I wanted to get that 10% at the bottom. So we got the 1.5, which is beautiful for the armor regen, and then up top we got status effect to the 10%. That's going to help your hive a little bit, so that's cool. We only have 138 in our core attribute, but it's okay because we can optimize that up. Down below, you can see we got armor on kill at 16,000, excuse me, and we got a little bit more armor regen right there. Some repair skill, which we are not using at all. All right, we know what our Picaro's holster is doing for us. It's giving us an extra skill tier, some skill haste. We got 4.9 on the armor regen there, and 170k for the core attribute, 10% to the damage. More armor regen, and that's what this knee pad was all about for me. The top attributes we're not using at all. We got, well, they're active in the game, but we're not using them. We don't care about them, basically. We got skill duration, 15%, 35 repair skill. Again, we're not using that. I'll put this on here for the skill tier and the armor regen 1% and the 4.9 down below. Right, so more armor regen, basically, is what that knee pad is all about. Here, of course, this is what we use this glove to complete our Gulan gear set to get all 3. Right, the 2 will give us 3 because of the ninja backpack, of course. That's how we got our 10. But in addition to our 10% total armor, we got some more armor regen there, critical hit damage, which we really don't care about. Ninja backpack brings it all together, right? And we already saw 70k on our armor regen and a ton of forms of hazard protection, right? So we got hazard protection 10%, we got some bleed resistance, we got some burn resistance. Dump all the blues in there, right? No skill, we're not really focusing on the skill haste this time. We got 4.2 on our refill speed for our hive, right? And that's pretty good. 16 seconds on the, respawn for our shield there, right? So that's pretty cool. What weapon would you go with besides the Scorpio for this type of setup? Me personally, I'm gonna always go Scorpio. In a lot of my content, I kind of focus on swapping the gear out, and you can use whatever weapons you want. I love to use the Scorpio, right? But I do want to start building for my Lady Death more. As you can see, her expertise level is only at 5. But I want to start building for this gun because I used to love this thing. In my intro video, this is the gun that I'm running around with. Like, this used to be my baby. I fought so long and hard to finally get that thing. And it's funny how once you finally get something you work so hard for, now they just be dropping for you like nonstop. So now I got like a bunch of them in my stash. But anyway, yes, I'm gonna go with Scorpio for this though. For my exotic. The only required weapon again is gonna be a TDI. Future Perfect, you want to do that. It's gonna give you extra skill tier, and as you saw, we overcharged. You're gonna run. Typically, you're gonna be at a 6 tier anyway. When that hive starts chopping them down and start knocking their health down, you start trying to land them headshots. Get them headshots. You're gonna drop them quick, right? Because look at your damage level with this. Without even trying, it's almost at 200k, right? And you got 22 in the magazine, and that's infinite bullets. So we lead with the TDI. That's gonna keep us at a 5 tier, 6 tier, overcharging all the time. So welcome to the armor regen skill build concept. I love this. What would I do differently? I would replace all of the attributes that are not being used with more armor regen. That's probably what I would do. Like this repair skill, I would get rid of that if I could. I would like to have a nice 2 armor regens in there, if at all possible, right? Maybe switch out the chest plate for something else that would give that to me, but I don't want to lose that 10% total armor boost. So, maybe not mess with that. Instead, I would probably just try to get something else instead of that repair skill there. Other than that, I'm happy with it. This one right here, oh yeah, the critical hit damage, I would get rid of that. Throw some hazard protection or something else in there. No critical hit damage. We don't need it. We're using the Scorpio. Right? So, yes, that's me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. For all of you that have been supporting the channel for so long, thank you. And I will see you guys in the next video. My last video, I did mention that we will be doing a Call of Duty video, just kind of checking out the new wildcard feature, which is pretty dope. I play Call of Duty probably more than I play Division 2. Call of Duty mobile though, because I'm always busy on the go. So if I'm out eating something, I hop on Call of Duty mobile. I'm on there all the time. So yes, listen, with all of that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Call of Duty, and we'll be checking out Off the Grid is a game that I was playing online. Just a quick little, you know, sneak peek at what I have to say about Off the Grid is 2 thumbs down. Off the Grid is not working for me. I can't get into it, man. It's one of those type of games where you got to invest so much time into it in order to build up your character. It's a battle royale. You drop down in there and you playing with guys that have been playing. It's like it's not, they don't matchmake. So you playing with guys that have been playing forever, I guess, and they just tearing you apart. You'll be dead in 2 seconds. Your legs will fall off. Yes. When you drop out of the sky, but battle royale, if you don't land on your head, if you land on your feet, your legs will fall off, and you have to crawl to, yeah, you're like a cyborg. We'll talk about it. With all that said, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.